Hey everyone, this is Cathy from theintimacydojo.com and Reid from readaboutsex.com. Reid, what do you do if someone's mean to you? A lot of us are so afraid that someone's going to be mean. We're like, we go around kind of creeping, trying to make sure we avoid people that are mean and not drawing their ire. What do you do when someone's mean to you?
Well, I have the added advantage of having lived in Manhattan and New York City for 16 years, so I can tell them to go F themselves in several different languages.
It's impressive.
It is impressive, and I use it well, but with great power comes great responsibility. What I usually try to do, rather than just swear at somebody, I often on a good day, it's not, I can't always pull this off, but often on a good day when somebody's being mean to me, I will be more present with them and caring, but kind of in this weird, like, this is this New Yorker kind of like F you way, obviously your mental stability and emotional stability has been compromised, and I'm a bigger person, and I will hold space for you, oh poor soul who's not as cool as I am, because I am compassionate. That actually works really well for me because I am a competitive person and I'm stubborn. And so as long as I think that I'm better than you, I'm fine. I'm happy. Which I know is not the most enlightened approach, but it works. So what I do is I ask the person, like, wow, like, you must be having a horrible day to need to treat me like that. Like, are you okay? Like, and really, and this is, I love people too.
Yes.
So it actually works. Like, I actually do kind of care, but it's a great strategy. Because I'm like, in being present and not reacting to them, I'm like, oh wow, like, you seem really upset. Like, are you okay? Like, is something, like, is your dog dying or something? Like, what's going on that you're taking this out on people? No, like, really, like, what's up?
It would really, like, you have nothing to attack. It's like, and you kind of look like an ass in front of your friend.
Yeah, it works great if somebody's being a dick to you in public, because you can call them out and be like, wow, like, you seem like you're being really aggressive right now, and, like, are you feeling insecure about something? Like, what's up? Is everything okay? And then, so, and again, like, I'm being really transparent. When people try to out-alpha me, I will usually pull them aside, if I can, and say, so listen, if you're trying to bully me or out-alpha me, and you truly are somebody who's an alpha, you would not need to do that. Yeah. And so, alpha to alpha, what's up? Like, are you okay? What's going on? Like, how can I support you? And that freaks them out, right? Because I'm basically saying, like, I won, but in a really polite way, and I'm inviting them to, like as alphas, let's help each other.
You're saying what people don't ever say.
Yeah, and that's on a good day. Like, for really shy people, if you're caught unexpected, or if I'm just having a small day, like, I don't remember to do that. The other thing that can be really useful is understanding that mean people and people who are yelling are often yelling or being mean because no one's hearing them.
Yes. This
is really true with people who are yelling. And so what I will try to do is say, hey, my sense of it is that no one's listening to you. Yeah. And sometimes you have to say that 2 or 3 times, and then they'll be like, they'll get that you're listening, and they'll quiet down immediately. And they'll be like, what? And you're like, it sounds like you have to yell to be heard because no one gives a hoot and is not listening to you, and I'm listening to you. What's going on? I've used that before, and that has quieted people down immediately. And it works with mean people too. It's like, hey, I sense that you're being mean because probably the people in your life suck, and no one understands that you actually have important things to say. Yes. And then they'll be like, yeah. I had one person start crying.
Oh, yeah. Well, people usually are aggressive, mean, blaming when they feel disempowered. They feel like they're not, and that helps me to remember. If someone's being very blaming, it's usually that they feel like they don't have power around something that's very important to them.
Yeah.
So acknowledging that and just saying, hey, you're kind of coming across mean. I love just calling it because most people don't. They're like, oh, I've got to try to earn their...
And calling it out and giving, and for me, calling it out and giving it a reason. Not that you have to be right, but like, wow, like, it seems like you're being kind of mean. are people being dicks to you today? Like, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know, I can tell that you're upset. And that kind of caring and naming something that's basically not their fault, because you don't want to blame.
Yes.
So
Blame just
yeah.
makes it
So
like
calling them out on it compassionately and then not blaming them can often get people interrupt their patterns.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I will drop in here is there's a difference between somebody being mean or angry and somebody who verbally and emotionally is abusing you.
Yes.
So I'm not saying if you're in a bad relationship where you have a boss who's a complete a-hole to be like, gee, boss, I see that you're really upset and man, your life must be really hard. No, I'm not saying that. You know, in those instances, you need to be like, listen, that is unacceptable and we're not going to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So
Get help.
yeah, but if it's the barista at the coffee shop that's yelling at you, you can be like, wow, like what's going on? Like, I mean, God, your life has to really suck today for you to take it out on a customer. And they'll usually be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry, I apologize.
Yeah.
And you can just interrupt their pattern that way.
Yeah, that's great. It's very powerful. Thank you.
You're welcome. Good luck. Your mileage may vary.